All right, so seeing that we're back from the 3 month uh waiting for the latest chapter of Black Clover, chapter 369, titled "A United Front." We get this really awesome cover page of I guess all the current matching knights that's gonna be involved in this final arc. Well, not all of them, but most of them. But it's a pretty cool cover art. We have Asta and Yino in the forefront. Then behind them is I guess you could say in the background, sort of. But sort of in the background we have Lucius. And then all the other background characters we have Morris, Yami, Mimosa, Magna, William, Adremelik, uh Acier, Morgan. And on the other side we have Luck, Noel, Lasita, Morgan, yeah, Morgan, Ishika, and Meliona, and Leeb. And pretty interesting how Tabata had added in Magna and Luck, just because, we're going to find out in the upcoming pages that they are heavily involved with this chapter, which basically revolves around them. But I really do like how the parallels are. Like, one side we have and the other side we have Asa, and they kind of mirroring each other with the powers on one side of their body. And also with Magna and Luck on each side and whatnot, and how it kind of mirrors their characters, and also with the paladins and everything. I just like how Tabata did the whole composition. So in this chapter we left off right when I was saying it's going against the Lucius clones, saying that I guess it's 2-on-2, huh? But then Lucius caressed them, saying no, it's 2-on-4. So now the Lucius clones are ganging up on them, and Lucius then says, "Asa, you may have came back alive, but there are several dozen angels here, 3 archangels, and 11 of me. I still have the advantage." So he's kind of just stating all the artillery that he has on his side, which is a lot, especially with that many Lucius. So he is pretty confident in himself, as he should be. And then we have a panel of Asa grinning, and then we go back to the past a little bit. Seeing the Black Bulls' reaction to them having the anti-magic power up, saying what is going on. And then Magna addressed that there's a new foreigner, saying that who is this? With the foreigner first saying, "Are these people okay?" Asa addressed her, saying that this is Ishika. She came from the land of the sun to help them out, and that she's Captain Yami's little sister. At first Manda it didn't really click in his mind yet. He just said, "Oh, how about that, Mr. Yami's little sister?" And then they all realized that Yami has a little sister. Then they all go on, to their own little tangent. With Pharaoh saying, "Hang on a second, Asa. There's no way Mr. Yami's sister would be that cute." Lux saying that if you're the captain's sister, I bet you're tough. Let's fight later. Gordon saying that's rude, Fenrir, Charmy, um, Charmy commenting that you came a long way, huh? Here, you better eat this. Gosh, of course, saying that Marie's cuter, and Magna apologizing. Well, if I was rude to you, ma'am, and I'm very, very sorry. And then we have Not in his mind thinking that this is interesting. I don't know what he mean by that. I don't know if he mean like it's interesting that Yami has a has has like a family in a different place, or that or just the fact that there's a another person who is there to help him, who is pretty foreign. It could be both. So, but we'll see it later in the future. And then Ishiga continue educated him on the anti magic buff, saying that at this point Asa simply shared his anti magic with y'all. It's intertwined with your own magic properties, making it possible for you to use pseudo anti magic. So the way I'm kind of thinking of it is like Excuse me. It's like I guess you could say like Dragon Dogma. In Dragon's Dogma, which I can't wait for Dragon's Dogma too. That's gonna be so lit. But in Dragon's Dogma, you have different vocations, right? Warrior, Strider, or I guess in this case in Dragon's Dogma 2, Thief, Archer, and then Mage, right? So Mage, it can give out enhancements. Not really enhancements. I guess like weapon elements called boons. And like that's the way I think of it. It's like just a just a buff that just applied on top of the object. So it's like the anti magic just applied on top of their other stuff. That's how I see it. And also just explains it as the technique of Comra demons. Which I'm not gonna lie, that's a pretty goofy name, goofy nickname, and they all agree to saying it is lame. If you go back to the present, we're starting off with Luck using a good example of the anti magic with its magic as well, with using runes on top, saying black lightning ultimate magic, black lightning battle fiend. Excuse me. We see Luck basically just darts through and just destroys like 6 or 7 of the angels. Let me see. So one, two, three, 4, 5. I feel like it's just 5 angels, but he did it in just a quick instant that is pretty impressive. Pretty cool panel. Then we get more tidbits of the anti magic and how it works with other people who has magic, telling them to watch themselves though anti magic isn't infinite. The more the group uses it, the less there'll be. It depends on how much you use it at once, but assume you only have enough for 1 or 2 big attacks. And then Luck saying that that's no problem with him, as he destroys another angel. And then him saying, "I just have to take them all down before I run out." And then when after Luck destroys that one angel, he then proceeds to land on the ground, crashing into another angel. Which is a really cool panel, because then we'll see why he did that. And then we have Lucius. Actually, when he did land down, he landed down in the area where Lucius is at, or the Lucius clone is at. And then we had the Lucius clone saying that this may be a bit troublesome because his angels are dropping at a very rapid rate due to the new group of people that came in, aka the Black Bulls. And while Lucius is pondering about that, we have Magna that slided in from from behind Lucius throwing a anti-magic fireball. And we see Lucius dodge the fireball, but then Magna makes a comment saying, "Check you out, getting careless," and then him saying, "See, anti-magic hones in on massive magic." So even if he dodges it, the magic is still gonna turn around because his magic is close to anti-magic, and anti-magic hones in on massive magic. And not only this, but he threw 2 spells, which also is attached to the Soul Chain Deathmatch, or 2 fireballs. One fireball towards Lucius and the other one towards Luck and the Angel. And so they both hit him. I also want to add in, we see just how, like, even though it's in anti magic, it's still like, you know, on the inside, it's still Magnus magic. Because of course we know Lucius can't really mingle with anti magic, so you can't mess with it. But we see in a panel of the fireball that's going towards Lucius, it does the vanishing fireball effect, which is Magnus, original magic technique, because he does fire vanishing fireballs. So that's cool. So even though it's in anti magic, it still has his magic techniques. So they hit both parties, making it a new spell called Dark Black Flame Magic Soul Chain Team Deathmatch, which is against Luck and Magna and the Angel and Lucius. And Magna and Luck go ahead and proceeds to destroy the Angel, which now splits all their magic power into thirds. So, or into one third. So Luck, Magna, and Lucius all had the same magic power in this scenario right now. And then they go ahead and start off going against Lucius with Magna and his brass knuckles, trying to get the first swing. No pun intended. By him dashing towards it, he tried to land a hit, but Lucius teleport. I guess he flash steps to the other side of Magna at his at his blind side. But right before Lucius could attack, Lux come in and support Magna and knocks Lucius back and continues the assault by just kicking Lucius. Then Magna comes in, yanking the chain to get him closer to go in for another strike. He hits him, and that kind of destroying Lucius' body, because Lucius realized that the anti magic is getting in the way of his magic, which means he can't regenerate fast enough. And then Lucius then thinks, saying that do they plan to just keep chipping away at me, but they're also burning their anti magic. So then he decides that he's only just going to do it for a little while, since it'll all the magic, on their side will just it will or the anti magic on their side will it will go away soon. And then we realize that they both use up half their anti magic, both Luck and Magna, in this whole death match of a fight between Lucius. So then their perfect plan is to go half and half, with Magna saying if I'm with this guy, and Luck saying I'll never slow down. I'm not gonna mess around. Luck saying yeah, me neither. And then they go half and half, making it full power, and they do the move that they did against Veto with the lightning fireball cannon thing, which was a really cool move. It was just unfortunate that it didn't really did any effect on Veto because he blocked it. But this time we get to see it in full effect, plus the buff of I guess also with Eno's Neverland magic, with the buff of that and Asa's anti magic, and we get Black Flame, Black Lightning, Exploding Cannon, would completely decimate Lucius' whole front side, leaving him nothing but in pieces, and them completely getting a victory on one of the clones. And then also then, then restates on what Lucius is saying, um, as by going with so which of us has the advantage now? And then we get this cool, I guess it's not really like a fist bump, but it's like it's like a Conrad slash like Butterly type like uh I guess you can't call it a fist bump. Not the just not the natural type of fist bump, because they're still bumping fist bump whatever. But yeah, it was a cool really cool panel at the end with Luck and Manda doing their fist bump, because we know not only is there and Asta, but there's other like multiple rivals like Jack and Yami, Noel and Figolion, and in this case, Magna and Luck. So it's really cool to see Magna and Luck get their shine after so many, chapters. They did have their shine in the Spade art. It just wasn't like a like team or a rivalry type of like shine. They had their own respectively um singular call singular like moments, like with Luck going against the mid tier devils and Magna defeating Dante, which was a good fight. So yeah, it was a good chapter. I just hate how it was 28, 27 pages for 3 months, because it's unfortunate because now we gotta wait another 3 months. But I can't wait for the next chapter. And who knows? Maybe, hopefully, if it goes at this pace, well, if this many pages for each chapter, maybe Tabata, if he's feeling for it, or if he gets any better, or if he wants to change, he might go monthly. But if he keeps going seasonally, I'm down with it too, because that's just mean that Black Clover stays for a longer period, and I'm fine with that. So yeah, it was a good chapter. I'm gonna give it a 8 out of 10, only because it could have been longer. I just wanted more pages. More pages could just been on like just random stuff like maybe more interaction with Ishika. That's pretty much it though. All right, so seeing that we're back